Hey YouTube and GameHuntersRUs. This video I'm putting together here is for GameHuntersRUs and their 100 subscriber contest. I wanted to congratulate them on reaching 100 subscribers. I've been watching them all along. I think I sort of picked up into a few episodes. I've promoted their channel in the past. I really enjoy it. They're a fellow Canadian, team of guys that are actually out there doing the thrift shops, doing different pickups and stuff like that. Really love watching their videos, really down to earth kind of guys, and I'm super happy that they've finally reached their 100 subscribers. And all I can do is wish their channel the wonderful growth in the future kind of thing. Really great guys, really knowledgeable, great collection sense, and always looking out for those deals, and that's really up my alley because I'm sort of doing the same thing. So I really wanted to congratulate them though, like I said before, and keep it up, guys. It's a wonderful job that you're doing there. Part of their contest was they had 3 different questions that they wanted answered to enter into the contest. So here's my entry. The first thing that they wanted, or one of the things that they wanted answered, is what is their favorite episode of their videos. And the episode that I have in mind for this is episode number 20, which is called A Good Will Steal. And it basically sums up the entire episode. Basically the bulk of the episode is sort of in 2 pieces. Part of it is SNES based, and then the other part is N64 based. And this is what I liked about this particular video. It's definitely not the most valuable stuff that they've picked up. In this particular video, it's just Josh actually, but this is not the most valuable stuff that Josh has picked up, I don't think, in the videos that I've seen from him. But what I liked about it was the whole episode was basically cartridge based, meaning SNES and N64 stuff, and that's some of the things that I have a hard time finding out in the wild for reasonable prices and things like that. I do see Super Nintendo games once in a while. I have picked up a few, definitely, but I don't really see it out there a lot. I do see a lot of the CD based stuff with PS2, Xbox, that kind of stuff around. Not so much, SNES or NES type thing. And this episode of his was a lot of this kind of stuff, so that's what really impressed me about it. In that, for the Super Nintendo, and I kind of wrote it down here so I wouldn't forget some of the items that he had in it. He had NBA Jam. This is for Super Nintendo. The game is no pushover, or it's called Pushover. I don't totally know the proper name of it. And Street Fighter 2. And I already have Street Fighter 2, and I already have NBA Jam. So, those ones I'm well aware of, but the one game that was brought to my attention was the Pushover game, and I've watched some gameplay of it since sort of Josh brought the game to my attention by picking up this game. So that's kind of cool. This inspired me to kind of check out different things, so that's pretty wicked right there. And then on the N64 side, I picked up Namco Museum, 007 GoldenEye, Mario Kart 64, which I have in my collection, all 3 of those. And the thing that I'm always interested in is that Mario Kart 64, because mine has absolutely no label on it. It's a faceless game, because when I got it, it was faceless. So I'm trying to remember what episode of mine that was, but yeah, there was a faceless game that I bought not knowing, and it was Mario Kart 64, which was a super bonus deal. But yeah, so I always like to see that game when it pops up, because it just reminds me of that in my own video. And then in the N64 lot, he also got Bomberman Hero, which I don't have in my collection, and I'm looking for it. So that's kind of cool right there. I was never really a fan of the Bomberman series. I never got into it. I never really was that aware of it. I knew of the character, and that's about it, and never really pursued it much further than that. And then a couple years ago, I was playing on a 360 with a friend. He had downloaded from Xbox Live, I think, some Bomberman type game, and we were playing that, and then we were sort of on live, like he was at his place and I was at mine kind of thing, and we were going nuts with that, and his son was playing too and stuff like that. So it was kind of cool, to do that kind of thing. I hadn't played a game like that in a long time, and I really enjoyed it. So I'd like to check out Bomberman Hero and see what it's all about. I haven't really looked it up that much though, but interests me. So I was really cool in his pickups that he got that one. And then he also got another game that I'm also interested in but haven't seen yet in the wild, which is Mystical Ninja, and it sounds really interesting too from his description. And like I was just sort of piggyback off of that idea, when these guys are picking things up, they go through and they describe everything, and I really enjoy listening to you know, their descriptions of the different games they're picking up and all that kind of good stuff. So that was episode 20, a Goodwill Steal, that I really liked. They also wanted, for another question, to talk about a hidden gem on a, you know, any kind of system or whatever. And so I picked out a game that I'm not sure if it's a hidden gem necessarily. I don't hear a lot of people talking about it, but I picked it up recently and I've been playing it a little bit. I don't have a whole lot of time right now to be playing tons of the different games that I've been picking up, but this is one of the ones that I've put a little bit of time into, and it's Omega Boost for the PlayStation. This game is pretty awesome right here. I'm not a big mech guy to begin with, so if I'm saying that a game that has, you know, mechs in it is pretty cool, then you must take my word for it. It's pretty awesome. This one here, you're a mech character, and you are basically you know, in the mission zone kind of thing, but it's like a 3D environment. So you're basically in space, but you know, you can go any which direction, you can rotate and all that kind of stuff. And the thing about this one is, at the time, this thing was probably pushing the PlayStation to its maximum capacity. The graphics look great on this. The frame rate is pretty darn good on this. I don't find it to be anything, you know, disastrous or anything like that. And I'm sure there's lots of modern games that have worse frame rate than this. So I really enjoyed it. You can check out the back a little bit here of some of the footage of it and things like that. But it's a pretty awesome title. If you haven't played Omega Boost, I suggest checking it out. It's pretty cool all around. The last thing that these guys wanted for their contest is to recommend a channel that has less than 100 subscribers, or is a new channel and should have more kind of idea. And I picked out actually two because I couldn't decide which of these two I wanted to promote the most. The first one, and this subscriber is a subscriber of mine. She just joined my channel not too long ago actually. Her channel interests me in some ways because there's video game stuff on it. That's the only part that really interests me. She has other things as well, like she does a lot of thrift shopping and picks up a variety of different items. So if you're interested in like the whole gambit and not just video game stuff, her channel's really cool to check out. Her YouTube name is Jessica Young, which I'm assuming is her own name. But, you know, she goes around to the thrift shops, she picks up a variety of different stuff. In one of her more recent videos that I checked out, she picked up like some Sega CD stuff that kind of got me interested because I never really picked anything up like that before. I have no Sega CD games. I haven't seen any in the wild yet. So really cool channel, you know, and things like that. Basically found her channel because she subscribed to mine, and I kind of went to check her channel out, and that's how I found this one. So if you haven't checked out her channel before, and she has, I think, only 14 subscribers right now, so a lot of her videos are getting like 9-10 hits. I've seen a couple I think that have quite a few more than that, but for the most part it's like 9 or 10 views kind of thing. I'd like to see her channel grow so that she continues making lots of videos about all of her video game stuff for sure. So check her out, Jessica Young, really good channel. Another one is a YouTuber that just started up, so I thought I would definitely give this guy a plug. And he commented on one of my videos, and I kind of said, and he said, oh, I picked up something or whatever. I can't remember what it was. I'd have to go back and actually look at the conversation. But I vaguely remember the conversation. He said he had picked up a couple of items kind of thing as he was commenting on things that I had picked up. And I said, oh, you should make a video about that or something like that. And then lo and behold, that's what he actually did. So I was pretty surprised by that. You know, in his first video, he thanked me for kind of inspiring him to do that, and I don't really consider myself much of an inspiration, but you know, if that's the way you want to look at it, great, man. This is Zachary, and I'm sorry if I get your last name wrong. You can correct my pronunciation. It's domagas. I'm not sure if that's right, man, and I apologize if it isn't. But he has, you know, just a few videos. He just started making them recently. I think he might have just a few subs, and that's about it at this point. But he's one of my subs. He, you know, has checked out my channel. He's commented on my videos, and I want to sort of pay it back, you know, a little bit. So go check out his channel. He gets a lot of console pickups, I'd say, like handheld console pickups. So a lot of those kind of things. I haven't seen a whole lot of games in his videos yet, but definitely consoles and handhelds. He's been getting a lot of those, so really interested to see his channel grow, and if any of you guys could jump over to his channel from mine and check it out, it would be a really great idea. So those are my 3 answers for GameHuntersRUs 100 subscriber contest. And again, go check out those 2 channels I recommended. You'll really enjoy it. Thank you all for subscribing to my channel as well. Good things coming forward, I'm sure, and I will see you all later.